And let's go! First try. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, YouTube, because I know there's a few of you there. You can always come here 9:30 in the morning, Monday to Thursday. So I hope to see one of you soon in here. However, let's go. Good morning. We are doing a lot of progression on the Datsun right now. It's going super well. The music seems loud a little bit. All right, that seems better. Cool. So, what are we up to right now? We have removed basically everything from the engine bay yesterday, and yeah. So basically, the Datsun is getting like. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. It's like basically everything has been removed. We just have the front suspension still in place and the wiring loom. That's basically it. All the other stuff are gone, and we're gonna remove even more stuff today. Today the plan is quite simple. We're gonna be just finding everything we can remove from the engine bay brackets wise, and also screw holes that we don't need anymore. So with that said, we're gonna have a bit of work and a bit of thinking to go and make that work. There's a few brackets in there, and I will bring a plier with me because I will need one. But yeah, we're gonna have quite a bit of work because there's some brackets we can remove and everything. Also, we're gonna try to take the measurement for the battery into a specific spot in the trunk, like right behind the seats in those cars. You have two compartments that you could like two little storage thing in there with a trap panel, and that will be really great to put the battery in there, because I thought about putting that right in the trunk with like a frame or a cage if you want to keep the battery in place, but that would remove basically space for just basically it will remove space to work around and put some stuff in the trunk, which is not ideal. I don't really like the look of a battery in the trunk. Some people love it for the racy look, but I'm more on the clean looking look for a race car. So yeah, we will try to hide it in there, and I want to take the measurement, see if anything good will fit there, because I mean, I don't care. I think that if I remember correctly, the bottom part of that storage area is not flat, it's in an angle, so having to modify that is no big deal. But however, if I have to start, like, if it's not fitting in the first place, well, there's no point of modifying the bottom of it, right? So yeah, so we will try to find that, and after we've decided if we are doing that or not, we will be able to remove the battery tray in here. So there's just a sheet metal in there that was supposed to hold the battery higher in the engine bay, which is cool. However, I would love to remove that, put the electronic on that side, and that will be so good. So let's keep going on the car and just jump right into it. Let's see if the camera is still working. I make it work. Yes, it is. However, it seems like the autofocus is not happy, so we might be working more like this morning, and that should make it work okay. So let's go. I'm gonna bring that, I'm gonna bring that. There's gonna be some buffer action too, but for now we will just start thinking about whatever we can remove. So first of all, at the bottom here, well, yeah, there's a few things in here, but since you are not seeing that, we will start here. Let me try to do that. All right, so if you can see in here, basically I'm gonna bring the mouse, so even if the focus is not cool, you might see it better when I'm trying to point something. Boom. So yeah, so basically, as you can see in here, it seems not too bad. There's an old bracket that has been removed, like it already has been cut, that we will try to remove completely, just because, well, it's not beautiful, some folded piece of metal and stuff like that. It's not really great, so we're gonna try to remove that basically and make sure that this is good. If we go around here, what we can remove is this. It's gonna be hard to mark it. We can remove that one here. We can remove the top part here. That was all one bracket. Boink. And after that, we're gonna be able to start patching some holes. So I don't know if you can see them, but basically there's quite a lot of holes in here. So those three can go. This one can go. That was all stuff that were not in use. The only thing with that one, I think it could have been for a wire bracket in here, but if needed, we might just redo some new one with some new bracket too. So, because the plastic one in there was not super good. The pen is not really happy this morning. There we go. So this one, these three, we are going to weld them just so they are clean. Here we have something we don't really want. Then of course this one, but here it's a bit special because we're probably going to be cutting it like that, and maybe even more, in fact, like this, to basically connect the hole in here. So we're gonna try to just connect the hole and start doing sheet metal in there, but that's not going to be this morning. That's gonna be when the frame is repaired. And with that said, I won't be streaming this afternoon. I think I'm gonna take the afternoon to go and try to find around the city a place where I can buy material for that. So I'm gonna take it off for this afternoon and do that. There's also this bracket that was absolutely not used at all when we remove everything from here. So removing the engine, removing whatever you think about it, well, it was not connected here, so we're gonna remove that for sure. If I can make the pen work. Well, that's gonna be it. We know that we can. That's good. I'm putting a lot of marker. Also, in here, on this side and on the other side too, we have this bracket here that we will be removing because we don't need that at all. So that one here is going. That was I think it was just a little metal bracket that was done for the radiator. I'm not sure the radiator was one from Datsun in here. So, and the welds are so bad, like so bad. So we're gonna be removing that and making sure that we patch it all. I was thinking about making just a piece of sheet metal covering those holes in here. So basically you don't want to cover the one at the bottom here because that allows the water to extract. However, not a bad idea to maybe just cover the holes to the side here and make like just having a plate there welded will help with reinforcement. So that should be way better. So we will be able to basically go ahead and just put a really nice cutted sheet metal in here. I think we're gonna have to buy some new one because we're gonna need more material than expected if we're doing stuff like this. But however, patching that here, same on the other side, that will be just clean AF, and that's what we want. So this here we have a hole we won't be covering because this is not the one, this is the one for the side marker. However, there is those one in here that we don't need anymore. They were not in use at all. In fact, everything in here. So if you take a look, I'm gonna put you up like this. All right, so there's a bunch of holes here. Some of them were not used at all. Some of them were for the electric fan module. So we're gonna be removing all of those. Same for that one. And all these brackets and holes are going to. There's here that I don't remember if the windshield washer bottle, but no, it was sliding in here, so that one here is everything is good to go. So see, already right here we're gonna be basically removing so many screw holes that were in there for different reasons through the years. And I'm not talking about things I've done, just they were here because someone used them at some point. So we're gonna be removing that and all those plastic tabs to make everything smooth and clean. Because once the engine base is all cleaned up, we're gonna be able to start adding stuff again in it. So that's gonna be a huge deal. That I was talking about that one, so let's try to remove it. And honestly, doing all that now might result in getting more space for different parts we need later on. So that's really nice, because basically just thinking of it, let me grab one module I know that's going to go around there where we're working. It's the Mishimoto oil cooler module. That seems like a Mishimoto thing. Yeah, boy. the cam's still alive. Cool. All right, so we're gonna have a module like this that we're gonna be using. So this is basically a thermostat for oil with an input and output to get pressure from the engine, to get in fact an oil cooler put in there, but without having it working all the time, because you want your oil temp to reach a certain level before like letting it go to the oil cooler, and this is what it is doing. So we're gonna probably mount this somewhere around here, to be fair, because the engine, the input output for the oil are going to be around here, basically. Yeah, let's say around here at the back of the oil pan. So this module here will probably sit somewhere around here. In fact, getting oil pass fitting there. And I don't know if I can mount it in a different way, because I will have to check for that, because basically you have two cooler and front cooler, so maybe I will need to put that like that. Boom, like this. That will be cool, but that's a bit too high to my taste. I want it to be subtle at the bottom here, and yeah, we might just be putting that somewhere around here, like that, but we won't be using that. But yeah, if it's somewhere around here, we're gonna have 90 degrees coming out of here, just so they are going and feed the oil cooler, but at the same time we're gonna make sure we have plenty of space for the lines and everything. So that's gonna be a huge one, and we need to make sure how we mount that, because basically right now your engine oil need to go from here and get out from here, but that will mean a loop going all the way, and that's a mess, so I don't like it. So we will try to find somewhere to put it. Honestly, upside down will be the ideal scenario, but I don't know if you can do that. Might have to look on the internet, but basically like this, there will be the oil, then the oil cooler, and that will be perfect. So we will take a look. And at this point, if this is working, I wouldn't mind putting that somewhere around here. That will look clean, that will look cool. But yeah, so golden parts, even more of them. Bring them all. I might have done something wrong at the top here. I just thought of it right now. I'm gonna take a look. We have that brake master cylinder shield that we had in there, that we might want to make sure it's not holding on some of the screws up there. So let me try to find it again. Okay, hello. There, no, not there, not there. Where are ya? I thought I saw that like not long ago, but I don't remember where I put it. Where is it? It was basically the bracket on the corner there, and I just want to make sure where it is holding, because I know some spot it was holding to, but yeah, I need to make sure that we're not filling with welds some of the plugs there. I'm probably like just super blind this morning and not seeing it at all, but it's probably right there in front of me, and I'm just not able to see it. I'm trying to find it. You're not in here, you're not in here, you're not in there. You in here? No, that's the rear plate. Not there, not there. Where are ya? Why do I feel like I should know where it is? Probably because I should know where it is, and I just don't seem to find it. It's not on the top here, it's not on the shelf here. On the table, new. We're looking looking around for some parts that we have lost. It's probably, oh, is that in here? I think I might have seen it around here. Yes, it's there. Okay, just found it. All right. So one thing I would love to reuse basically on the car is this plate here. So this plate is just the OEM master cylinder heat protection, and not that it does matter, but the exhaust is going to be on the other side, so there's going to be way less heat than normally on this side. However, it's still a really, really good idea to make sure we have everything we need in here. And yep, those holes here were the one, and here there was something else, probably on the brake master cylinder. Let's take a look. Ugh, almost killed the cam again. Need to take care of that. All my problems are due to me being a dum-dum. Well, am I wrong thinking that? Or maybe it's going this way? This way. All right, yeah. So basically, this is going like this, and these two were holding into the brake master cylinder there, and then the throttle cable here is coming through there. That was plugged with a grommet, so basically just protect it from getting cut. But yeah, basically we will have the brake. Oh yeah, and the little one here, the hole at the back, is the bracket for holding the beginning and the end. So that will maybe still be usable for the throttle cable setup. So from here, we could have a pivot point at the back of the engine, or just something holding the cable around the back of the engine there, and that will probably work. So we will have to make sure we are reusing that. So these ones, we need to keep them. So these ones, we need to keep them. We can remove all of those, so that's good. That's why we need to double check everything. Nothing at the bottom. This one might be okay to be gone. However, I think that one might be for the splash shield on the other side. I'm gonna put that here. So we're going to remove you. It's not working really well. I'm gonna try another pen. I have one I just bought, might be better because this one is not doing a great job right now. Let's try the yellow paint one. Oh, it's really brand new. I haven't used it yet. I'm trying to get some paint in there. Oh, it's starting to. All right, let's try that better. Just because the tip is not full of smudge. Yeah, I think it's gonna do the exact same thing as the other one. Yep, pretty much. But now we can see it even better, so that's great. That's pretty great. There we go. All right, these ones, this one I'm gonna leave it in there for now. There's gonna be two at the back here. Hey. Can I just get, please? There you go. All right. So like I was saying, we were going to remove that. Let's do that. Let's take a small plier and remove the metal clamp in here. That's not something we're gonna reuse anyway. So we can also remove that one. That, then we're gonna have that to remove. That's gonna be a hard one to just move around. And then, sorry, I just hit the mic. And then this. If that was this way, we can remove also that one. I'm basically painting. I'm using a big drop we did at the bottom there, just to mark a circle. There you go. There, and what else? We keep that, we remove that one. We will keep that just to be safe, just like this one here. However, these one in here, we can remove them. This. This. This one here. Oh, what else? This. Well, around the light, I'm always worried to remove something that I shouldn't be removing, so might just wait for that one. These ones on the top toe, I'm pretty sure I can just go ahead and remove them. Because there's nothing else that's gonna go in here for now. The only thing that might go around here is the it's because I want to say it, the overflow bottle for the radiator. So whenever your engine's getting hot and the water takes expansion, it's getting through the cap of the radiator, and just under the cap there's a little water hose going to that bottle, and we're gonna make a small one around here, maybe even at the back. That's gonna depend. I think there's gonna be too much stuff going on in here, so that might not be the one, but yeah, we're gonna take a look to see how to make a proper one. And I think the only rule with that is that you have to keep it above the radiator cap to make it work properly. So you can have like the little overflow tank here and a piece of hose getting at the bottom, and as long as the top of that one is higher than the top of the radiator cap, you're gonna be good. And we're not talking about the piece of hose at the bottom, but really just because that is going to be the pressure that's gonna make the fluid move back up into the radiator or back down, because basically when it's cooling down, your fluid is shrinking, and then it's grabbing more in here, because basically since the pressure is lowering, it's creating some sort of a vacuum, bringing the coolant liquid back into the radiator. So that's why the expansion tank, the overflow tank, is always like something you put at half of it in the, like, measure wise the coolant, the quantity of coolant, you always put it around between a quarter and half of it. So if there's too much fluid due to heat and expansion, well, it's gonna fill up a little bit, and when it's cooling down, it's gonna drain a little bit, which is pretty cool, honestly. Like, it's working really well. And yeah, usually it's on the other side of the car, so this side, exactly where the turbo is gonna be. So we need to make room for that. And we have two choices. Either we put that in here with a really small one, maybe like a rectangle one on the top of the chuck tower. At the back here, we won't have space. We have the brake booster, we have the clutch master cylinder, we have the windshield washer bottle, and all of those are with electrical components, so you kind of need to keep them in there. But yeah, so basically, once the radiator, once the turbo intercooler pipe in place, we're going to be able to determine where we want to put it. Other place possible, right at the back here, where just gonna show you. There you go. But at the back here, where the battery used to be, there's gonna be a big empty hole. So we might be able to do something super clean here, having our 2 or 3 electronical module next to it, and the overflow tank around here with a piece of pipe coming right at the bottom here. So that would be great. However, we still need to think of the exhaust coming out around here. So that's gonna be a huge deal. That's gonna be something quite big to do. So we will see. On this side, I think we're good for now. There's one I haven't marked. Let's go. I think we're pretty good for now. That one, like I said, I think it's a splash shield, so I'm gonna keep that in there just in case I buy some new splash shield. And yeah, I'm gonna remove one last plastic tab in here. Can you just please get out of there? Gonna break it first, then we're going to remove it in second place. All right, there's another one in here that we can remove, so let's do that. That was not a great sound. So basically, I'm just keep going on this side. I'm just removing a few plastic tab in there, some plastic bracket for the old wiring that was in here. We're going to be removing pretty much everything related to that, because we don't need that anymore, at least not so far. Why are you not just braking? Oh, that's you. Is there anything else I see from here? No, I don't think. All right, cool. There we go, there we go. Cool, cool, cool. On this side here, I'm not even sure what do we need to use or not. We're gonna wait, because since this is with with basically the the steering column, and we know we're gonna play a lot with that. We're gonna wait. Here it was brake line. I might just mark it, to be fair. Can it be like even harder to write with it? It's good on brand new metal, but it's really bad on that. Brake line. Nothing that a good sanding won't remove, so might as well. Alright, so these are, oh, that's not a brake line. Is it? No, that was speedometer cable. I love taking notes, to be fair, because it's easier later on. It's really, really easier later on when you're working on the car. Brake line, and I'm gonna call it just Odo, and I'm gonna know what I'm talking about. Because odometer is something you won't have a ton of it on the car, so might as well. Odometer, brake lines, I'll identify. That's good, that's good. There's a bolt that was used for absolutely nothing. There we go. All right, let's move to the other side now. Here it might be a bit more complicated. There's still there's quite a lot of things to fix in here. On this side, the brackets is the main one. All the bolt holes are really not too bad. And on this side, fun thing is there shouldn't be too much bracket, I think. Just going to put that leg a bit down. That way you're a bit more flat. All right, so on this side, that's gonna be some big one. These holes at the top, we can remove them. Basically, they were some electronical module. Here, same thing. All stuff that are not going to be, I did a mess. All right, that and that here is going. These one here, I need to remember, but I feel like I can remove them because it was basically the overflow bottle. Might have to double check, however, with the old VOD. So in the YouTube channel that I've started, I basically put all the VOD there just so I can keep track of the build. If someone wants to look at the build later on, maybe, who knows, in a year or two, everything's gonna be there. I lost the screwdriver, it's on the ground. And yeah, so that's gonna be a thing, but well, it is a thing. And some people seems to watch it. Like last week we had quite a good amount of view. Right, that did work. Because right now this one here, I'm pretty sure is the overflow tank, and these ones I'm not sure, but since I've put some screws back in there, I think they might be important. So I'm gonna take a look. Here's the overflow bottle. Just looking at this, well, I'm wrong. This one was coming inside here, I think. Yep, it was somewhere around here behind the light. So nothing to do with that one. Okay, so the overflow bottle, let's see, will it fit? It might fit at the same place, but on the other side. We will have to take a look at that later on. That will be great. And if not, like I said, maybe we will be able to put it somewhere around here and making it work like nicely in here, just modifying the bracket at the back. That will be great. So we will see. All right, let's move that here. Is there anything else I'm seeing that might go there? I don't think so. I really don't think so. So I feel like all of those can go. One hole in here or two were for the flashlight that comes from factory with the car. We're gonna probably place it back somewhere because I really love it. I really love the kind of, I was to say Easter egg. It's not really Easter egg, right? Since it's like a normal thing to have in that car. Well, like keeping it just seems to be like quite a good idea just for the look. It's gonna be nice, but we might remove it from here because again, turbo, and just go ahead and put it somewhere else on the other side, close to anything that could be used with that flashlight, like looking at stuff with that from the other side. It's a flashlight with like a lot of wires, so it's really cool because you can go all the way around the engine bay with it. We're gonna have to repair a bit of rust at the top here. It's like really a small amount, but just in the corner, just to make it a bit painful to do. So that's gonna be it. There's one at the top. No, it's not a hole, it was just some dirt. Let's go. Right. Then we're gonna have the plastic tab again, not something we are reusing. There we go. There. This one can go, I think. No, I'm not removing it on the other side. See, that's why I'm thinking this one is for the plastic splash guard on the other side, just because it's the same on both sides, but this one is not existing on this side. So that one will go. That might be a spot that we're gonna be smashing with a hammer. There's the same 3-hole here. No, it's not the same one. So there was something else at some point in here. So yep. Trying to get some paint. there we go. This one there that we won't need to. Again, my wiring loom, I'm gonna try to make it go through the entire thing here. I might be missing a bit of extension here. However, I might add just a Dutch connector to make all of this work. So I feel like that will be a really great solution. So I'm gonna be extending the wiring loom for the lights, but from the bottom here with basically a Dutch connector that's gonna allow me to extend the wires. So it feels like the right way to do it. I might be wrong, but I feel like that's like a really, really good way. So I'm gonna have one main connector for all the light related stuff on this side, same on the other side, and that way I'm gonna be able to keep, basically all my wiring at the bottom near the frame rails, so that's gonna be easier to protect. And yeah, we're gonna be in business for that side of the build. I just put paint on there. We can understand that. I've marked that one. Oh, there was oil in there. That's no good. Bring that thing here. Remove that. And come back. Wee! Woo! Wah! Okay. So this is done, this is done, this is done. We're gonna have quite a lot of sheety holes to do here. But like I said, all these things are pretty easy to tackle down. Like, most of them has some really good metal around them, so it's not going like to be a big deal. That one I'm not removing it, because that one I think is from like I said, the splash guard. I'm gonna be removing the screws there, and I will have to make sure that when we remove the engine in the first place, that there was nothing in here on those spots. Like, if there's screws in here, that might be a bad news. That and that. And here we're gonna have to take care, because I know we are using a few spots for the electronics, so we're gonna have to be extra careful with these ones. I mean, we can always make some new holes, right? But it's just that since they are there, might as well use them. Because I wanted to put that here, I think, or somewhere like here. Even there would be super good. And remove that bracket there. Yep, that could be really great. Then put that in here, or on the other side. Now we're gonna need that here. and we were talking about putting that back on its spot over there and over there. So that one's gonna stay in the same place, and it's that one here that we will have to figure out what we are doing with it if we want it to be clean. That might be more something like that, and then something like this. Yep, that's gonna be just, that one here is gonna be weird to put in place, but we will find a way. And then all of these ones, like I said, I'm thinking about removing all these wires and bringing them from here. However, they are further away from the heat and everything is already in a good place, so not sure yet what I'm gonna do with that. So we will have to see later on. But yeah, so if everything is staying at the bottom here, like that, like this, and then all this one at the front, right in front of the cam, there. So if all of this is going by the inside here to the other side, well, we should be ending up with a loom that's really well protected in here. So that way, radiator in front here, this could clamp right in here like that, and we will not have any issues. And we're just missing maybe like 5 inches of wire for that one. So we have the loom going up here, so we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 pin, maybe more, because I see 3 of them here. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, there's a 3-to-1 connector in there, so we will have to see for that one. But yeah, let's say at least a 8-pin a 8-pin Dutch connector in here that will allow us to just plug directly that to the extension we're gonna do for that one. The only thing is, I don't know how we're gonna proceed for the extension. Might as well go with a crimp and just adding the amount of wire we need. So that could work. Not my favorite thing, but that could work. Because basically I would like to replace the entire wire at this point, but we need the original connector here, so that's gonna be a bit of an issue. Someone's calling me. What's up, Jack? Bon matin, comment vas-tu? Ça vibre pendant beaucoup trop longtemps. So that. Yeah, let's go. Like I said, we're gonna have to reconfirm those ones, but
hello
might
there.
as well. Hello there. Bon matin. On travaille dans l'Engine Bay. Donc, en ce moment, je suis en train d'identifier absolument tout ce que je dois remplir comme trou qu'on n'aura pas besoin. Fait que toujours quand même intéressant. Fait que c'est ça. On est en train de passer au travers de ça tranquillement. Right, so here on the frame rail, I will tend to remove that one because that was for the proportion valve we're not gonna use. We will remove that bracket here. And we could plug a bunch of those holes in here. And I will be tempted to even fill those ones because we are not using anything in there. We're gonna be also stitching that again in here because we can see that something broke in here, like it's not at its original place. We're gonna smash that back in place. Oh, and it has been poorly welded. Yay! Classic. Pas si mal, pas si mal. Internet aide beaucoup. Je peux pas dire que je suis un professionnel. J'ai aucun cours là-dedans, fait que on travaille avec ce qu'on a. C'est l'expérience qui vient jaser un peu pour moi ici, là. This one here, we could try to snap those screw if we weld again the bottom there. So might try to weld that here, here, and all of that here. Cleaning the floor pan will be a priority, I think. That will help quite a lot. And then we're going to seal everything back again. These small holes here, because basically I don't want holes that allows rain to get in. You try to avoid rainwater, anything to get inside of the frame rail, and just having holes under the car, letting the rain getting removed from there. That's a part we might be just replacing up to around here. So up to like here, we will need to replace that to the stitch at the back there. So that's gonna be a hard one to do. Hey Hawk, what's up? Woo, it's Hawk. How's your week going? I haven't seen you a lot in the Discord, so I guess you're pretty busy this week, are you? Are you going to school, Hawk? I think you're done, right? Because like right now, tonight's my second class, and I'm like, everyone's starting to go back at school, and it seems pretty busy for everyone at the moment.
Hawkfan 727 is looking for more power for the last 6 months. Love you, sparkling heart.
Prime sub in the bum bum. Prime sub in the bum bum. Oh, that was a good screen. Love that one. No school, lucky you. Why am I teaching? Yeah, makes sense.
Did you know with Amazon Prime, you get a free sub every month? Any primers?
Sheesh, thank you, Johnny. Thank you for that. Everybody, just do like Hawk. Use your Prime. Thank you so much again. It's been 6 months already that you're giving me your Prime. Like, I feel so special with that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I guess. I really enjoy teaching. It's really more of the everything around it, like preparing all the documents for the school, but it sucks. Like, everything is last minute, nothing's working properly. Yeah, it's I will say the hardest part is having to deal with the school itself. It's crazy, eh? Like, the students is not even the hardest part of teaching. All right, there we go. I think we're pretty much done. There's some here. So right now, just so you understand what I'm doing, I'm identifying. I am trying to figure out which holes I will be able to plug with some welds in here, so then we have a clean ass engine bay, something with no unused holes, and something that just look really good. Doing stupid stuff now. All right, I think we're pretty much done. I kind of want to remove that screw and see if there's something behind that. Let's grab the screwdriver. I don't see, there it is. Because it feels like that might have been the old thing for the heater. But I can't understand what's going on in here, so I kind of want to. Let's grab something to pry it. Are we going to play some Tarkov soon, Hulk? I need to play with Lady also. She's been busy this week, I've been busy, so we didn't have the time to play together. She's still level 2 or 3, I think. She basically did a lot of scav to try to figure out how everything's working, but yeah. Now I need to grab her and say, no, we're doing more PMCs. I used to be like her. Then I took an awesome squad to the knee and started doing a lot of PMC. Yep, I think I'm right. That is an old heater core hose coming in here that has been cut and plugged. What's going on in here? These ones, I don't know where they are going, but we will have to figure that out. Oh, now I kind of want to I kind of want to go on the other side of the car and see what this is, because I hate the fact it's not plugged. I really hate it. Like, what are you, sir? What's your purpose in life? Tell me everything I need to know. All right, there's a bunch of holes at the back here, and we're gonna be done. So we're gonna do the same patch on this side here. And then, oh my God, the pen is getting so dirty, and so do I. Gonna have a few holes to plug in here. All right, I think we're pretty good with that one. Oh, that was also a brake bracket, right? That's why yeah, there's something here. I will wait for that one, but I'm pretty sure it is. So, we're gonna have to basically, I feel like an Instagram content creator who's like, wow, the stars, wow. But like right now it's like all some yellow dots in here and I'm like, wow, it's beautiful. I need to put my hand in my hair like this, like I remember seeing a meme about that and it's so perfect. It makes me laugh every time. I'm losing my earbuds. All right. So there's a bunch of hole out there. We're gonna have to figure that out too, but that's gonna be for later on. Other than that, is there anything else I can remove right now? I don't think so. I think that's gonna be it so far. Might have just a few of them later on during the project, but for now, this is pretty good. I'm really happy with that. The only thing I haven't identified, and even if I know I need to remove it, and I lost the pen. Of course I did lose the pen. I closed it and I put it in the wires. It's good. Come on, give me paint. Yeah, there we go. We're removing that. All right, now I feel okay with it. So basically, there we go. So we're gonna have quite a bunch of things to look at. We're gonna be going around and basically just buffing a little bit the paint out of it and welding. So we're gonna weld from the inside here. It's gonna be easier to clean up after that. We're still probably going to clean that up on the other side too, but I really want this side of the car to be schmickel. We want it to be really good, really clean. And after that, we're gonna have to take a measurement of the frame in front here, just because we have to decide which radiator we're going to fit in there. Then after that, we're gonna have to decide where our intercooler piping is going to go through. Probably somewhere around, if I put you a bit further back, you're gonna be able to see it. So basically what I'm thinking of is, hello, it's to put the radiator that's going really flush here but thicker than thinner, because a thicker one will cool better, and having the intercooler pipe go through here with a top mount. Not a top mount, but a front intercooler mounted with the input and output at the top. So that should work. It's gonna be right in front here, maybe with a slide angle, because I feel like it's looking good, but we will see. It's also going to depend on the oil cooler that we will mount in here, so that's gonna be another thing. For the oil cooler, I have quite a few ideas, and one of them is that we have two big chunk of metal here for the bumper stopper, so in fact the hanger in there. So we might be just using a piece of tube metal to weld from one side to the other here, and have brackets for the oil cooler to sit right at the bottom here. So that will be an idea. However, from someone I'm following on YouTube and I've been racing with, not on YouTube but on Facebook, and that I've been racing with, it might be a good idea to consider a vertical mounted oil cooler. Reason why? They did a bit of off-roading with the car after losing control of it on a track, and it smashed the bottom of the intercooler, the oil cooler, and the radiator. So basically having it maybe mounted, since an oil cooler is not that big, it's maybe this big, it will be maybe a good idea to mount it higher than lower, because if you're going off-road and it smashed the bar here, you have more loose to keep that intact. So hey, it's not the thing that costs the most, but when you're crashing, if you can spare one or two parts, that's quite cool. We might be removing the horns here to put some new one. Whew. So yeah, we might be removing the old horns in here, just to put some smaller and better one. So some that will look better. The same kind of one that they put in the Subaru, because basically it's the same design. So we might as well just put clean ones in here with another bracket or something, and maybe even move them away from there, just so they are not in the way of anything. So we will have to see for that too. Who knows? I mean, they are not too bad right now, so we will see. But at the same time, I feel like they can just make the basically the airflow a bit weird on the side there. maybe not really a huge deal, but yeah. Because one other thing I would love to do is basically duct the thing here. So maybe using those tabs here to start. You seems pretty light, right? Yep, you are really light. Not dangerously light, but I have to take care. So yeah, basically maybe using those holes here and having something ducting the air like a box pushing to the front here, so all the airflow we are getting from the front of the car will be directly put into the radiator and the intercooler. So that's a really good way to optimize your cooling system, and that's something race cars are doing usually. So it's not something you will really see on a street driven car, but it's really not bad. You use some thin aluminum sheet and you're just ducting, so really doing just a ventilation conduct to bring your air right where you need it, so that way it's not going in small holes everywhere, and you're not losing efficiency due to that. You can, in the end, you're just bringing more air to the specific part where you need it, so that's pretty cool, I think. So yeah, we might be looking for that later on. Because for the horns, I feel like I could probably move them on the other side here. So if you're looking, the horns, we could probably take them and just put them in here somewhere they are really not used at all. So, well, not used, not in the way at all, and still at the front somewhere close to where they are supposed to be. So with that, we might be able to bring the cable there really, really easily. I need to take a look for that cable also. I know it was, yeah, that's it. The horn. And that's the light ground, but yeah, horn, driver side. Oh, Dogo, that's probably package. We are waiting quite a lot of package today. One huge box just arrived. Is there more? I think there might be more. I'm like a kid looking by the window to see what's going on. Is that my gift? Is it Christmas yet? Oh yeah. There's another one. 2 big bucks. He's been dropping them quite hard. If there's something dent in there, I'm gonna be mad at the delivery guy. And he's gone. 2 big bucks. So that's probably the intake, and I almost died. That's probably the intake, and that might be the pedal box. The pedal box might be there too, and we are probably waiting for the steering column today also. So that's pretty cool. So I'm really happy with that. We're gonna have some good stuff incoming. All right, so I think we're done in here for now. Like, just talking about identifying the holes basically. So I think we're pretty much done. These big ones for now, I'm gonna keep them because they are in fact, I think they are reinforced, so they can always be used for something specific. But yeah, so this side here, we're gonna have to make sure on how we are basically putting that all together. And I still need to take a look in my shed to see if we have the frame part I was talking about yesterday. So that's pretty cool. But now, should we do some unboxing? I mean, we just received parts, so might as well, eh? I'm gonna bring the car down because next step is going to be from the upper part of it. Like from the top, we're gonna start welding and grinding and welding stuff, I guess. So cleaning also, and in fact, we might even go right inside the car to see what are those two heater core hoses that are not in use at all. So there seems to be two brand new ones with PVC connection. That seems a bit of installation that was done by someone. So we might as well look at that. Woo! Car is coming down. But first of all, we might just go ahead and grab the boxes. By the way, for sure, I need to take a look at the time because I'm gonna have to leave soon today. Well, soon, earlier, not soon. But like in a maximum of 45 minutes to an hour, I will need to leave because I have an appointment this lunchtime, and I'm not going to be here in the afternoon, sadly, but yeah. So there we go. It's so empty, holy crap. Like, look at this. It's so different from when it got inside here. Look at that. Even with the broken cam that's not focusing properly, you can see how empty that is right now, right? That's quite crazy. So, yep, the cam is so broken. Oh my God, I need to order a new one. All right, so hey, give me a few seconds. I'm gonna go grab the boxes. It's time for unboxing stuff. All right, gonna mute the mic. All right, let's see if I was right. Let's see if I was right. So I'm basically going to bring a cutter and open the box. Maybe I could use that here as a table. That might help. That might help doing something not too bad, not too sketchy. I'm saying it's not going to be sketchy. Proceed to do a redneck table with just a sheet of metal laying on top of two things. Oh, allô, bon matin, bon matin, bon matin. All right, yep, some unboxing going on. We just received, I heard the midnight start barking, so I was like, woof woof, that's part-time usually. So let's see what we have. These are probably the air intake and the pedal boxes for the car, the pedal box, but I don't know which one is which. So we're gonna take a look and see how good that is. I might be wrong, that might be something else, but it's not supposed to be. If what? Is it a pizza oven? Oh yeah, sure. Just need to take care to not let the address show up, right? That will be a good idea. So might as well remove the sticker right now. Full name and address, not the ideal. So that, and on that one, before I bring it too close, I'm gonna remove that too. All right, no more address in here. All good. Better be safe than sorry. All right, so that here, hopefully it's in good shape. Oh yeah, it's the pedal box. All right, how good are you? Oh shit, we scored some, we also scored some electronical module with it. Woo! Was it really well put all together and boxed? Not really. Did it seem broken? No. So that's a good news. All right. Poutine. All right. So there we go. That's the one we were waiting for. So let's see this all together. This is the pedal box that we needed for our build. This is the brake pedal that we already had, but this is the clutch pedal that we didn't had. So the clutch pedal is gonna be the one we're looking for. It's gonna be really useful. Where's the one we had? We have removed yesterday. It's probably there. So looking, by the look of it, my other part here seems in better condition overall. So we might be trying to, and yeah, there's a bent screw in there for the master cylinder. So that's not great. We're gonna have to replace that one, I guess. And well, no, because I already have those in there. So we might be transferring all the clutch pedal assembly into my assembly here, because overall mine is really in better shape than this one. However, we have absolutely everything for the clutch pedal to be here and working properly. So that's really cool. So yep, that is going to work. That, and that's just pushing it back so it's coming back up, and we have good feeling in there. That's cool. One bolt to remove, one module to remove here, linkage, and we just transfer that straight into my car over here. All right, so that's pretty good. Honestly, I'm really happy with that. Looking great. All the modules are there. Oh my God, he even gave us let's go. All right, okay, why am I so happy right now? Okay, that's a score just for that, okay? The new old clutch pedal. Honestly, the assembly like this, you cannot just buy the clutch pedal and all the linkage and the springs. So this one here, I think it was $400. So it's expensive-ish. It's not expensive, but it's not unexpensive. It's like the fair price, I guess, you're waiting to pay. Like you will pay for something rare, basically, more than something in good shape. The fact that the stud at the back is a bit broken, well, not broken, but just bent, is a bit of the shitty part, because yeah, that's not great. However, that black module here, this is worth basically the buy, because just that black module is about $200 on eBay usually. So, and I will explain why. This is the module that controls the wiper for the intermittent wipers. So, you know, when they are going waiting time, waiting time. This is the module controlling that, and mine was blown in. Like at some point, the car had a battery plug on the opposite side, so positive on negative, negative on positive, and so the electricity went backward in the car, and that can be a huge problem. Honestly, we will maybe fight a lot of electrical gremlin in there. The car was still working. It happened 10 years ago. I've used the car before. We started it at the beginning of the build, so that's a thing. However, my wiper switch was always blowing the fuse in there, and when I tried to figure out why, I saw that the electricity for the switch, the wiring for the wiper switch, so the wiper lever, was done improperly. So I redo everything maybe 7-8 years ago, and it was starting to work, but the fuse was still blowing every time I was hitting intermittent. If I was dropping the lever really quick to full speed, they were working, but even then the fuse tend to blow, and yeah, something weird was happening. And I discovered that in this module right there, there was on the circuit, the printed circuit, there was just an electrical path that was jumping to another one. So part of the circuit was jumping to another one without going through the diode in there, and that was the problem probably. So I tried to find another one on the internet. It was $200 for a used one that you have no idea if it's in good shape or not. And one of my friend, an old owner of that car, in fact, that I was in contact with, told me he had two 280ZX sitting for parts, that I just had to go there and grab the parts I needed on it. So I grabbed that module in there, and now we have a third one, and I haven't put it yet. So it's been 5 years since I had the replacement part. Never had the chance to, never took the time, in fact, to put that inside the car. And now we're gonna have a second one if something bad happened with the first one, so the replacement one. So that's a win for me. So yeah, we're gonna use that. We're gonna merge that with that, and that's gonna be a really, really good thing. We're gonna have 3 pedals in the car with that, so I'm really happy with that. And we're gonna have to take the measurement of these 2 bolts here, because that's gonna be our master cylinder in there. And we're probably going to be using a Willwood 3/4 inch bore master cylinder. Seems like they are really, really good stuff. People are using them on drift car and with T56, and they are really doing the job. So that's cool. Second box now. That one is probably the most beautiful one we're gonna open for a while, okay? This is not some used part. This is, I feel like I should even wash my hand. Imagine that. I feel like I need to wash my hand to make it good, okay? To touch that part, because there's some sexiness coming to your eyeballs right now. Piece of towel with water, let's go. Let's just wash it a little bit, just remove the greasy part on the hand. There we go. You're not ready, guys. Oh, that's so big. That's what she said. Whew. Whew. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I can't believe I've ordered this. Oh my God, it's so huge. All right, say hello to our 102 millimeter throttle body. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's so huge. It's a 4 inches throttle body. That's gotta be freaking insane. Basically, these are some high performance throttle body. I mean, that brand itself, I don't know. We will have to see. It's not the like the top quality one. I mean, the review are good. They are made in USA, so that should be fine. However, I don't know, like it's a kit that is coming all together. I hope everything's gonna work perfectly. Like I said, it's not the cheapest one, it's not the highest priced one. The big one with like everything included from a brand, like a renowned brand, is really not cheap. And in fact, it feels like you're paying for the name more than anything else. However, that, sheesh, that here is our intake manifold for the engine, and that's gonna be some pure sexiness in the engine bay. All right, still need the cutter in here. You're really not prepared for that. That's a fully welded aluminum intake manifold. And I've just heard, oh, there's some parts in here. They put that inside there so that it is not going anywhere, all the gasket and everything. Sheesh. So basically, I present you the intake manifold. That's gonna be sitting right at the top of the engine. So our turbo's compressing air, and this is getting right inside here with that on the front here. So this is what it's looking like when you're pressing the gas pedal, the throttle pedal. This is what's happening in the car. So you're opening the butterfly, le papillon en français. So you're opening it. So basically we're gonna have that huge throttle body opening up with the throttle cable. So that's the part we need to make sure that when we are pressing the throttle pedal, it's turning on to its full, its maximum potential. And then that's gonna be on that. And we're gonna have all our stuff in here. So yeah, this is welded, fully welded 30 psi rated intake manifold that we're gonna use on the car. We can say in the inside here. So this is going to all our 8-cylinder to distribute fuel and air to it. So I'm happy with that. That's looking so sick. So we're gonna make sure we're not breaking that. And also there should be, now that I think about it, oh yes, they are in here. All right, they're at the bottom. There's also all the fuel rail and everything included. And that's where it's cheaper than the highest quality one. Usually the highest quality, you have them for the same price, but without any equipment included. So that here, just so you see that here is gonna be sitting somewhere around here. So that's gonna be good. Yep, that's gonna be really good. And now with that said, we're gonna be able to really make a test if the strut tower brace is going to fit or not. So let's go. Plenty of beautiful parts for the car. I love it. I love beautiful parts. They are good. They are great. They look sick. We love them. We just love them. There we go. There we go. Putting that back in there. Then there's gonna be a lot of vacuum stuff to look at too, because that's another thing. We might be putting that first, then putting that back in here. At least when looking through a light, the throttle body seems to be sealing properly, so that's cool. Just making sure I don't see any problem right away with it, because that will suck, because we're not gonna hear that run for a while, so it's gonna be past the deadline to make sure everything's working. So yep, might as well take a look at it right now. Oh my god. Well, that packaging was quite good though, so I'm happy with it. They did what they needed to do to make sure it was staying in one piece and not getting scratched, so that's cool. More parts, and I'm loving parts. Whew. That engine is gonna be so beautiful. Need to take care, because there is stuff in there that could be crushed, and we don't need a head gasket to get crushed. Cool. Whew. That was some nice parts. Holy crap, I love it. So I feel like we haven't done much this morning. I'm quite on the low energy side today. However, everything is marked right now, so we can take a look at all the beautiful stars in there, because we marked them with white and yellow pens. So wow, everything yellow and white right now. So all of these, all of that, they are going to be gone at some point. We're gonna plug everything there, and that's gonna be one of our next big step. This afternoon, like I said, I'm gonna be off stream. Basically, I'm gonna be going around the city trying to find material for repairing the frame rail. So I have really no idea where to find that. So that's gonna be a really huge job. What time is it? 11:10. It's been almost 2 hours. I feel like I might stop it there. I don't feel like jumping into something big or anything. And I need to prepare my class for tonight, and I have an appointment on lunchtime. So yeah, we're gonna have quite a busy day. And in fact, I will have quite a busy day. And that's gonna be something quite big to do. Yep, I feel like there's gonna be other stuff to remove from the inside to take a look at what's going on at the back here. So we have two things here that we don't know what they are doing in their life, but we have those that are basically the coolant intake and outtake for the heating in the car. So, and that seems to be the same thing. So I'm kind of wondering, oh no, I will take a look on in the book or on the computer later on. Might be the AC system, because I think the car did had some AC from factory. Let me check on the control here. Aircon, there was some AC in there. That might be what that is. And therefore that's why this wasn't here. Will be cool to just plug that like a bit better to make it look better here, and I don't care just putting that in there. We could just remove a bit more holes in here and basically just, yeah, that's probably what that is. That will make way more sense. And yes, so if I remove a bit more hose that's getting out there and making sure this one here is really flat sitting, like flush sitting with that, we could just cover it, like make a layer on top of it, and then there we go. Yeah, even just two washers going on top there, getting crunch all together, that will be clean. All right. Yeah, that makes sense because there's a bigger input and or a smaller input. I don't know which one is which, and like the two are two different sizes compared to the two other one. That those are for sure the heating core. So there's a water intake and a water output there. But yeah, the other one will make no sense to have a different amount of water getting in or out. So that makes more sense now. All right, all right, all right. Holy crap, that's cool. That's really, really cool, to be fair. Nice, 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 nice. That is done, that is done. Gonna have brackets to remove there, and there. So there's 4 brackets to clean. And then filling some hole with welding. And after that, grinding everything, making everything smooth. And we're gonna be really close to having the engine bay done. Like I said, basically frame and sheet metal on that side, that's gonna be the big part for it. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it there for this morning. Sorry, it's quite a short stream. That's the amount of time I have today because it feels like everything needs to be done right freaking now. There's a lot of hole in here we're gonna be repairing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 just here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the top here. Wow. So yeah, so I'm gonna go on that. I'm gonna make sure everything is good, everything is fine on my side, and that I won't be late to anything. Cause yeah, tonight I have a class appointment. I have an appointment during lunchtime. Everything all together, and I want to take time this afternoon to go and try to find the metal parts for the Datsun, so we can maybe be fixed on how we're gonna repair the frame rails. So I will see you next week because we're already Thursday today. So it's gonna be next week or tomorrow night for a gaming session. So I'm gonna be gaming tomorrow night. Hopefully some of you will come by and say hello. So love you all. Have a great weekend and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.